What is going on, Movie Meals? Wow, look at this. We actually are filming together. Look at that.
It's been a while.
We both got a chance to see 8th grade, so we are here to review it. We're going to start with Kyle.
Oh, I get to start?
Yeah, because I've been doing a lot of videos alone.
I'm
So you have to go first.
All right, fine. I am really surprised by this movie. I wasn't quite sure what to expect going into this. This was coming from Bo Burnham. I love his comedy, but this is his first time directing, especially for a coming-of-age story that involves like an even younger person as compared to like most of the coming-of-age movies that we see from like high school. This is from middle school, from 8th grade, obviously. So I was very curious to see like how he was gonna make this work, and I thought this worked really well and really blew my expectations. I thought he really handled like what life is like for an 8th grader, not just in the current state that we're living in right now, of the current times that we're living in, but also just for everyone who has experienced 8th grade. Like there was moments that I didn't really relate to, like when it came to how social media is handled for an 8th grader and stuff like that, but also just for stuff as an 8th grader in general, where I was like, I can relate to that. I can see where he's coming from, and this really is one of like the better coming of age movies I've seen in a while, just because it relates to everyone and it also is impactful. There's a lot of cringeworthy moments that I think are played perfectly, and not just for the sake of like trying to be edgy. Like this, it was tasteful in how he really handled this, and I think for a first time director like that, you should really give him props for that. So I think when it comes to telling a great story, for having actors give the best performance, especially for the young girl who just, this, I don't think like she's had many acting roles in this from what I remember hearing in like interviews, but he and she did a really great job in making this movie for a story about an 8th grader really come to life and really make an impact.
Yeah, I was floored by this movie. I absolutely loved it. I went and saw it by myself. I'm just kidding. Movies by yourself are amazing. You should do it. It's the best way to get away from losers. Like him. No, I'm kidding.
It's true.
I love this movie. I'm a big fan of Bo Burnham. I think he's a really funny guy. I think he writes comedy so well with his songs and just his normal stand-up jokes. So I thought the writing was brilliant. I think the writing and the acting are like Oscar nominated worthy. I will be surprised if they are not nominated. I really will. I think he could. I think he has a good case for directing. I don't think he will get that, but I think writing and Best Actress are really in the works. This movie is really, really closely similar to The Edge of 17, which we both swooned over because it's a great film.
Great movie.
But it's younger, and they handle a lot of similar themes, but it's a younger girl. So it gets uncomfortable too. There's there's moments that it gets really uncomfortable.
The cringe is real.
He tells a really compelling story that, you're right, I think every person can relate to this in some way, but we won't all relate in every way. Like it deals with so much where this isn't really a spoiler, but clearly social media is a big impact on 8th graders today, whereas something that we didn't have. I mean, we were picking up sticks and hitting each other. I didn't get a phone until I guess it was 8th grade, but it was like I couldn't maybe make a call with those phones. But like my brother's younger, and he got a phone a little bit earlier, and then now we're seeing even younger and younger kids getting cell phones and stuff. So I really loved that because I didn't relate on that level, but it was interesting to see that. So I loved it. I think the sound design is really fantastic.
You did tell me about it before I went to see it, and you were absolutely right about that.
Yeah, it stood out. I think Bo did a fantastic job, and I've seen interviews with him where he's like, I feel like I'm just an 8th grade girl apparently. But it's a lot of themes of wanting to be popular, of how social media can impact your life, anxiety, some depression in there. I really loved her dad. I thought her dad was extremely well cast. He sounds a lot like Jason Bateman to me. I don't know if you heard that, but when he was talking,
not Jason Bateman.
I was hearing Bateman. I really was. He was a great actor. This guy's great though in 8th grade. I thought he killed it. And you feel for a lot of the characters. There's a young boy character that I related to a lot, that you meet a lot more at the end of the movie.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about. And you related to him too. I know you did. We both did because he was us. But there were a lot of characters to relate to that were you back in the day, or maybe a version of you now when you look at the adults. I mean, I really loved it. I honestly have like no negatives with this movie. I really loved it. I was into it the whole time. It made me uncomfortable, made me smile, made me sad. Bo, hats off to you.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have any negatives of the movie, it's a really damn good movie, and people
Do you
should
have
give
a
it
negative?
a chance. No, I really don't have a negative either. Like,
No
this is a
negatives!
very solid movie. I think this was very well crafted. I think this was done with delicacy and with care.
Yeah.
People need to go see this. Give this movie a chance. Give these kind of movies a chance, because they may surprise you, like Eighth Grade did for me.
We were real lucky to get it in our little town theater too.
Yeah.
We make it sound like we live with like 200 people. It's a decently big town, but for like big cities, it's pretty
Yeah.
small.
We don't know what life in
We
a
were
big
lucky
city
it got
is
to come
like.
here. The second I saw it came here, I immediately found a showtime to go see it because
Yeah.
I've been wanting to see this for a while. And you can tell that Bo and the main girl, he really took care in her performance.
Yeah, he
her
knew,
and the dad.
He knew
I
how
think
to really direct her in the right.
he killed them.
in the right moments.
Killed it. They didn't.
They killed it. Everyone
Guys,
killed it.
go check it out. This was our non-spoiler review for 8th grade. If you really wanted to see a spoiler review, maybe we'll talk about it on the old podcast or
People are
comment.
clamoring.
But hey guys, remember to like, subscribe, share, comment. Please comment down below what you thought of 8th grade. If you're gonna go see it, if you have seen it. And as always, thanks for watching, Mom.
See ya, guys.